What's up and welcome to Around with the Boys podcast. On this show, we talk about life, sports, business, and all the cool shit in between. I'm your host, James Rackley, and along with me as always is my co-host,
Johnny Dunleavy.
Mr. Johnny Dunleavy. So sit back, relax, crack you a cold one, and enjoy the show.
It's Friday.
Hell yeah. That one felt good. That one felt good today.
It did feel good. We haven't recorded on a Friday in a minute.
For sure.
It's a whole different vibe for me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Around with the Boys podcast. This is episode 47. It is Friday, October 15th. I am a mere almost 3 weeks away from tying the knot.
Dude, how do you feel, by the way?
Amazing.
You excited?
Hell yeah, I'm ready to do that shit.
You locked down the DJ today, right?
DJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, I'd say we're 95% ready to go.
That's good.
Which is huge.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good for us.
Got to take a lot of stress off, right?
Yeah, you would think. But, I mean, it certainly helps.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
Knocking things off a list helps. So.
I heard that. Well, what we got today?
First, we are live on YouTube and Twitch again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to our YouTube channel or if you go to twitch.tv/AroundWTheBoys, you can watch and interact with us as we record these episodes. There's Captain DW. Anyways, be sure to subscribe on all platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on the socials at AroundWTheBoys. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
This week, we're going to start out with a little Murdaugh's murder. A little Murdaugh Murders update. From there, we're going to discuss William Shatner becoming the oldest person in space. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
Supply chain debacle, right? We're going to touch on the Washington football team email leak and investigation bullshit. And then we'll finish it off, as always, with a recap of last week's picks and what we got coming up this weekend. Shout out Brandon in the chat. What's up, brother? How you doing? Let's get into it. A little update on the Murdaugh Murders.
Hold on, Mom. I'm podcasting.
Hey, Miss Patty.
All right, bye. Sorry.
The wonderful woman, the G. You do not.
Oh, yeah.
You answer when she calls.
That's right.
Anyways, Murdaugh Murder update. The old dad, Alex, was charged with 2 more counts yesterday. 2 more felony counts of obtaining property by false pretenses involving the housekeeper death case. The housekeeper who tripped over a dog and died. Right.
Yeah.
Had 2 sons who she left behind who were told that they would receive $500,000 in insurance payments from Alex Murdaugh, the father. Alec, as they pronounce. Still grinds my gears to do that. But anyway, he actually got $4 million from the insurance company.
$4 million?
He got $4 million.
Jeez.
Told them they would get $500K, and then didn't even give him a penny.
Did they have it in writing?
Oh, yeah. This dude, now everyone's finding out, severe opioid addiction for the last 20 years.
Yeah. But again, $4 million worth. I mean, like, the dude ain't burning, like, you think he's burning that much on opioids?
Well, I mean, you got to figure, like, so it comes to find out the guy who was selling him the opioids was the one who, well, he shot himself in the head. He tried to, and he got scared. Is basically what they're saying, and grazed it. But the dude who was there, who he tried to pin it on, Curtis Edwards Smith, who I'll get to in a second, said that him and other fellow drug dealers would charge him a substantial amount more than they would anyone else for drugs.
So they just suckered the shit out of him.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, well, he's still, I mean, all right. What's her name? The maid. She got
Gloria.
She died like what 4 years ago though.
It was Stephen Smith murder was 2014, right? 2015.
Yeah.
I can't remember the time. 2018, I believe, is when she died.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, has his family been fighting for it the whole time? Has that been an ongoing thing?
Yes. It was brushed under the rug because of who they are.
So they use the powder, the powers
that be to.
I was thinking powder, coke,
stiff arm.
I mean, who knows what all that dude did?
Yeah,
and it's like, man, I don't know. Like, I guess he got to that point. He just thought he could get away with everything.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
Listen, when you make that much money and you have that much power,
Yeah.
you think you can, especially when you're on drugs,
Yeah.
you think you can do whatever, right? Let's look at Scarface, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Tony Montana. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Avina. Anyway, but dude.
Baltimore?
Yeah, Baltimore. What's it called? But my thing is, so he didn't pay her, or didn't pay that family, whatever. Do you think this dude did, like, kill that maid?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
And now, after this, I think he killed his wife and son.
You think he was just, like...
I think he was so
Well, but we already covered that there was two weapons used.
So
you think he just went John Rambo and just...
Bro, they had a hunting lodge. Like, they didn't know how to use an AR and a shotgun? Come on.
No,
we know how to use those, and we don't have a hunting lodge.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying he would have had to have both on him, and then shot one, and then, like...
Well, I mean, it could have been a higher thing.
Well, I need to know were the shots in the front or the back.
Well, I don't know the cord, though.
Well, that's my thing. If they're both in the front, like, you would think after one got shot, the other would run, unless they got shot at the same time. I don't know, bro. It's just, that's my thing. Like, I think this dude, yeah, he's an idiot, but I think he was smart enough to throw loopholes in it to get himself out, like, of certain ones, like murder.
Listen, the whole reason this is all going to unravel is because he failed to kill himself.
Yeah.
That's it. So here, let me keep reading.
All right, sorry.
So, he only told his sons about $500,000, right? His lawyers released a statement yesterday confirming the new charges and said a bond hearing was scheduled for actually as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Alex intends to fully cooperate with the investigation. He has the investigation of the murder of his wife and son. He deeply regrets that his actions have distracted from those efforts to solve their murders. Yeah, right.
Okay.
On top of that, the supposed shooter in the September 4th incident, Curtis Edward Smith, had this to say this week. Quote, "I didn't shoot him. I'm innocent. If I'd have shot him, he'd be dead, but he's alive." End quote.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
what he
time.
says is during an interview yesterday on the Today Show alongside his lawyer, Johnny McCoy, Smith said that he was surprised when he saw Murdaugh holding a gun when he met up with him on a Hampton County road on September 4th. Didn't say what he was meeting up with him for, one can assume. He said that after he denied Murdaugh's request to shoot him, he grabbed the lawyer's arm and shoved the gun up behind him between himself and Murdaugh. The gun went off, but Smith, however, said he's 1,000% sure the gun was aiming straight up in the air. So you can imagine he was trying to wrestle it from him and aimed it up in the air, and the gun went off. At that point, he left the scene.
So he tried to wrestle the gun from him. Gun went off, and then he just bolted.
And then he bolted.
And didn't get shot in the back. And so he's assuming that after he left, the guy
was like, fuck it, I'm just going to shoot
I'm going to
myself.
do it. And then right when it came down to it, he pussed out.
He botched it. He probably went, ugh.
Nah. He pussed out. He was like,
Well, he's probably assuming, I can frame this on him. But he admitted to the whole
so you
thing
think
already.
he purposely grazed himself, like...
Yeah.
to set that guy up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just say he was a shitty hit man, like...
Correct. Someone tried to murder me.
Well, why didn't he hold his shit together? How'd that unravel? So, like, just that guy... Is that just what that guy's saying, or is that what Alec is saying?
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is, like, has Alex still standing by his story?
So
he admitted to shooting himself.
He admitted to shooting himself, yes. And what Smith is saying is he was set up. And the police believe that.
Damn.
Yeah. It's crazy. The amount of twists and turns, I mean, good God almighty, you better have a map because...
For real.
You're going to get lost.
Where does this Alec dude really think, like...
Like, what's going to...
Like, how's he... I mean, you're not going to get out of this shit.
But where the fuck is Buster?
Yo, Buster's on the lam,
He's
son.
like, yo, dog.
Yeah, he's like, look, listen here, man. Because I still think Buster killed that one guy, the Stephen Smith, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, or had a hand in it. Somehow he's connected in it.
Something went down.
Yeah.
And Buster's a part of it.
But, like, where is this motherfucker at?
Dude, if I was him, I'd be out of the fucking country.
Later.
See ya.
Never
coming back.
He probably can't leave because he's under investigation, but, like...
Is he? For what?
I mean, the whole family is, I guess he's not, but they're watching him. Come on.
They got to be watching. They'd be stupid not to.
Every one of us is under investigation if you think about it.
Well, yeah, for sure.
So
big
they're
brother.
definitely tapped.
They're waiting till you... Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just... Buster's the linchpin, you know?
Yeah, where is he, though?
But I tell you what, if I was his ass, I wouldn't say a word, ever. Ever.
No.
And just fucking.
How unfortunate is it though that he thought he was going to get $10 million and then didn't?
He might not even known he was getting that.
Probably. You're actually probably right.
You know?
He probably didn't know.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Shit's
crazy.
His dad could have set up this $10 million thing so that like he could do the fake attempted killing to him and Buster split it. Like some deal he had concocted in his mind.
The $10 million doesn't show unless he's dead.
Oh shit, Jesus. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So that would be impossible.
That'd be impossible. I don't know. Well, that's what happens when you're on fucking Quaaludes, you know, like, and everything else, like
Quaaludes.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh shit,
what a fucking disaster! Like,
disaster.
How do you go?
How do you go from like the man to nothing?
Now think about this. Like, you're the chump. You're the shit son.
Yeah, you're the chump now. Oh, just wait till you show up in jail.
No, but I'm saying like this long line of Murdaughs.
Oh yeah, Buster.
But I'm saying like Alec, and then his father and his father before that. Those motherfuckers had it in line. They didn't fuck up. No mistakes.
Yeah, what they did maybe was wrong.
This fucking drug addict ruined everything and just pissed it all away. And he probably did kill the mom and dad. I still think he might have hired not that guy, but one of the other drug dealers.
He knows what happened.
One of the other drug dealers might have went and done it.
Yeah.
With one of their buddies. Yeah. And bunked out.
So maybe I should have refrained. I don't think maybe he did it, but I'm sure he knows how it was done.
Yeah.
And who has a hand in it?
Or you know what's crazy? Like maybe like it could have been he owed them money.
Owed who money?
Like some drug dealers or some shit, and they fucking like they held his ass up. And was like, you better call your family. Like
and he was like, nah, I don't believe you. And then they say, okay, fine. Then they took his family out.
Dude, who the hell knows? I mean, at this point,
well, because they said what they did say in the investigation is that like who would know that they had a hunting lodge down there besides like friends and family. The drug dealers.
They're fucking there delivering that shit.
Because he probably has called them on a drunken night with his boys.
Yeah.
To come.
I'll give you $20,000 extra.
Yeah, drive down here. Yeah.
Just fucked up. No doubt.
Damn, what an idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a damn shame.
Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Well, that old motherfucker's gonna get fucked in jail.
He's donezo. It's gonna be interesting to see, like, when the dust all settles, like, what all he gets charged with.
Yeah, now it's not so much a mystery. Now it's like this man had a drug problem. So
well, these murder investigations are open, like
very.
They are not closed by any means. So,
open.
And this is gonna be like the craziest documentary when it all is said and done.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like, for sure.
I can't wait. It's gonna be great. William Shatner.
William Shatner, man. So like, seems like every other week now we're having like civilian space flight, which is pretty cool.
The new norm.
It's the new. I mean, I think the price tag of going up there, what was it, like $250,000 or something like that?
Too expensive for me.
Yeah, but on the other, yes, I think it was like that or $500.
It's got to be more than $250,000. You know how many people would go if it was $250,000?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It was some number around that range, right?
Right.
I think so. Anyway, Shatner went up, Captain Kirk, you know, the fan of Star Trek, and this dude said he was scared to go, you know?
Yeah.
He was like nervous about it. He's a 90-year-old man.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You know what I mean? And what's cool to me is like they were only up in space for like 3 minutes or whatever, right? But as soon as he landed, all the scientists are going to study him and like how his organs and all that reacted.
For sure.
For being 90 years old and in space, which is wild. And like, how much can they really tell with 3 minutes? So that's what I would love to get some scientists on here to talk about that kind of stuff.
It's
like,
not every day you go 27,000 miles an hour.
True. So all that, like, just study all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But what I will say, what I want to touch on though, is like what he said when he got out, and he was like, he was thanking Bezos, and he said like that was the most profound experience he's ever had in his life. He said like the oneness, or like the like he felt like he was a part of space and the universe, and like but that same feeling was described by Edgar Mitchell.
I don't know who that is.
He's an astronaut.
Okay.
He was one of the astronauts that went on the moon.
Oh, okay.
Right, and like a lot of other astronauts had talked about, like when they go up into space, it's almost like a drug. It's like that, like you just feel one with the earth, like on some weird universal shit. But it's
not very weird when you're like literally.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to say, not your ordinary.
I'm not saying it's weird to you. I'm saying like the people.
But it's not your ordinary conversation. Like, man, I felt a part of the universe. But they say that feeling, like when you get up there, it's like you remember every set. You can't forget it. It was such a, like the dude said, it was such a profound experience, and you couldn't thank him enough.
Right.
And literally the entire time going up to it, he's like, I'm petrified of going. Like, you know what I
mean? But like, let's think about this like realistically. Yeah, there's 7 billion people on this planet.
Yeah.
And less than 1,000 of them have been into space.
Yeah. That's
an insane tiny percentage.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel something if you do that.
Well, true. I mean, in terms of like, man, it's rare to be up there.
That shit is rare, dude.
But it goes to that feeling. It's the same.
But the view you get, because like, I mean, we've been to beautiful places. Like, holy fuck, look at this view. And like for like a minute, 60 seconds, you don't say anything. You just look around like, wow. Like I couldn't imagine seeing Earth from that shit. You know? Exactly.
And it was like that dude who jumped out of that, whatever that thing was for Red Bull that time we watched.
Oh my God, that was the day after Joey's wedding. I'll never forget it.
Well, what the hell was that thing?
Like a space capsule, dude.
Yeah, it was like a platform.
It's the highest free fall ever.
Yeah.
Right? But he had to go through. He was so high up that you could see the curvature of the Earth, and all you flat.
He went up on. Did he go up on like a balloon or some shit?
It was a weather balloon.
It was a weather balloon. That's what it was. Yep. That's how he got up so high, and he was up there, dude. And that camera footage was incredible.
Okay, first of all, it took him 2 hours and 10 minutes to get to the height.
Yeah,
we were living in Solera.
Yep,
and we were sitting on the couch watching this. And now, one, we have the Sunday scaries as it is. Two, I'm like, this guy is going to fucking jump. Yeah. Out of this thing, he was like 34,000. He was high, dude.
It was all the way up there. And the coolest shit was that the guy who was on the radio talking to him in the headset was the guy who had previously beaten the record for jumping as high as you possibly could.
Yes, he was breaking that dude's record.
Yeah.
And that dude was in his ear, like calming him down the whole time.
He was like the, Houston, basically, talking to him, telling him what step to do and like, okay, release this, release that.
I remember what it was. They said at one point he's going to go into a rotation.
Yeah.
And as long as he gets out of the rotation, he'll be fine. And when that shit started happening, this man was spinning like faster than you've ever fucking seen.
I thought he was dead.
And all of a sudden he just caught himself. And they were like, they all cheered. Cause really,
like flying squirrel style. Yeah. Like he's all spread out like you just jumped out of the airplane. But dude, it was insane though.
I'm getting goosebumps watching.
But he said like he was flipping so fast that he felt in the same spot.
Yeah.
He didn't feel like everything was moving around, but he just felt just the same until he got it. But what he said,
how many what was it, 36 seconds of free falling?
Yeah, it was nuts.
Which is insane time.
But what he said also, it ties into what William Shatner said about like he's like you have to get that high to know how small you really are. And it's like you get that you're just like, man, I'm all, and it goes back to like, dude, we are nothing, dude. All our little problems, all that shit is so minute in the vastness of the universe. I guess that's how they feel.
No, that's it. That is it, though.
What
I mean, like, shit. Like, I mean, that guy, we were watching it live, and you could see the actual curvature and, like, the light reflecting, and he was that high up, and he stood on the side of that thing. I was like, dude, I was sweating. My palms were...
dude, I had goosebumps, bro.
Mom, spaghetti, right? Like,
vomit on my sweater already for sure, because I would have thrown up everywhere.
Well, and we already felt like it. Absolute ass from drinking for hours the day before. But like, oh man, that was incredible. Watching that live was incredible.
Yeah. So, anyways, it was cool, man. And I think it's cool now with this stuff. They go to space. They literally go up and they come down in the same damn spot.
Yeah,
pretty wild.
That was 2012, because it was like last week, like their wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
Speaking of wedding anniversaries, Joey and Devin, that's whose wedding we were at, was I think literally a couple of days ago.
Yep.
As well as my younger brother and his wife Anna Catherine, 2 days ago. So
yeah, James. Shout out to young James. He cheersed us before this episode via FaceTime.
Yeah, they are celebrating their anniversary, and they're in Portland, Maine right now for another day or two.
Yeah.
And then Acadia, and then they're going to some national forest to camp or something.
He downed about 3/4 of a Guinness with a quickness.
Yeah, he FaceTimed us like 10 minutes before we went live and cheers and said good luck. So shout out to you guys. Hope you're having fun. William Shatner's a crazy fuck. Anyway, speaking of 90-year-old people doing things crazy, my grandmother, quick update on her, right? 92, turning 93 in December, is currently in Colorado and has been there for like a month, right? Because my cousin Cody lives out there, and his mom, my aunt Diane, lives in New Jersey, but drove out there to go visit him. Aunt Diane does not fly. She's terrified of airplanes. Will not fly. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. So she decided to drive, and her transmission blew up in Colorado.
Damn.
While they're there. So she's been stuck there, and she texted me yesterday and said, just so excited about the wedding, blah, blah, blah. I'm still in Colorado, but hopefully I'll be home in the next week or two. I texted her back. I said, I hope Colorado's fun. To everyone that said hi, we'll talk soon. And she responded with, going to climb the Rockies. That's all it said. I was like,
that's awesome.
Okay.
Grandma climbs the Rockies.
And there's, sure enough, a picture. She's hiking
up there.
Hiking up the trail.
92 years old, hiking up the Rockies. Cheers to that.
I hope I can even come close to that kind of shit.
Yeah, I pray to God. Hey, yeah, well, everybody out there, just keep moving. You'll stay like her.
Yeah, and every now and again, have you a piece of raw hamburger meat.
And Drake Yingling.
And yeah, Yingling. That's right. All right, the supply chain debacle. All right, I'm going to stand up for my industry here real quick, right, trucking, because we're getting shit on.
Yeah.
They're all saying, it's a driver shortage, right? If you don't know, the ports are clogged. I mean clogged.
Mm-hmm.
Like bad. They're like 30, 35 ships sitting off the Los Angeles port, just sitting there.
And that's just that port.
Yeah.
Like,
imagine.
I saw a map the other day, man. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was like all the tankers, like, and
it's
supply
days,
chains,
dude.
Like,
days. They're chilling.
And dude, like the cost of those freight, like how much it's gone up. I mean,
yes, I do know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize, like, dude, they can hold like multiple thousands of containers on those shits.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
Remember the Suez Canal episode?
Yeah. How many were on there? Like
No, they said like 60,000.
60,000 containers.
And containers are
18-wheelers.
18-wheeler tractor.
That's what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. And it's
without the engine part.
And that shit floats.
The trailer.
That always blows my mind anyway.
Oh, the boat? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, have you seen one up close, no?
Yeah, we live at the port. Yes.
Right, but like up close. Because like you see it go by in the river, you're like, dude, it's massive.
Yeah.
And then like...
I've been in Taylor's boat. We would go by the port.
Exactly, on the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Trey fucked me up with some shit. He's like, watch how big this is. And we were like 20 yards from it, hauling ass, because it's Trey. And it really is incredibly massive.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, wow, holy shit, we built this.
Like Denny was saying the other day, shout out to Captain DW in the chat. He was like, man, he was bitching about, like, they were saying, like, yeah, dude, they were telling the ports to be open 24 hours. And he's like, he said, look at me. He's like, they're open 24 hours. He's like, I've been in the duck blind at 4 a.m, and all my decoys get sucked out into the thing because the barge is coming through, sucking up all the water, or doing whatever. And he's like, don't tell me they're not open. And like, that's very true.
Dude, I mean, and like we know a guy who works, like shout out Jaron, right? Like Jaron works down there. We see his Snapchat at 3 a.m.
They're open.
He's working.
Yeah, dude.
Like
they're coming in for harbor, like.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. And they just blame it on this trucker shortage, right?
Yeah, no.
That's the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. I can't tell you how many videos on TikTok, because they're starting to, listen, when truckers take over TikTok, like that's a problem because that exposes every problem we have. Yeah. And they're like, they want to say it's a trucker shortage. And this dude, I mean, no lie, there's 60 to 70 trucks sitting at the port, ready. Chassis all next to them. I mean, and all the way down, there's probably even more than that, probably 6,700.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is bullshit. It's just they don't have enough employees working the ports to make the shit go.
Yeah, I mean, what it is, you need double of everything to catch back up. And guess what? We're not going to get that.
We're not going to get it. We have less employees now.
So it's going to be harder.
Now that the benefits have been cut basically off, we'll start to see more employees back into the workforce. But now that's like, well, you can't work here unless you get vaccinated, or you can't work here and this or that, or the pay is shit because they're making all this money, or they know people need jobs, right? So they're just gonna pay you shit. It's all bullshit. Like, just let people work here, give them a fair wage. Don't give them the fucking mandates.
Yeah, because it's not the mandate. Like, it's not the trucker shortage. Because I can tell you right now from our furniture store, I got the same. Well, the one guy retired, but he was immediately replaced by somebody else. Yeah. We've had the same truckers the whole time. Dude. We've had new random stuff coming because these other ones are so backed up. Well, like I said, the only way to fix it is having like double of everything.
Right.
And the way to not fix it is throwing around mandates.
Preventing more people from coming to work. Because
people are going to be like, look, man, regardless of where you stand, I don't really give a shit, but not everybody wants to do it. You got to face that reality. And we are already facing that reality because look at Southwest Airlines. You had that whole thing, and that CEO finally said, all right, not doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll pay the damn fine. Because, dude, like, who are you? Anyway, I'm not even going to dig into that, but I'm just saying the results, like, policies matter.
Right.
Okay, and that is, like, for instance, I was doing we were shooting a commercial, like, a little video for a roofer the other day, roofing company. But anyway, the house that was actually getting built on, dude works in, like, the ports, or, like, he's a federal employee for around the thing. And he basically said, like, dude, they basically lost X, like, what, 20, 30% or something like that. And he goes, dude, they're making everybody that used to do some welding and all that kind of shit. If you had a prior anything in terms of, like, useful, they make you go recertify to go back out there. So now everything they're building, you know, it's almost like second-rate shit because you got people that, like, the best of the best, like, you have fewer of them now.
Right.
So you're making people out of the game get back in the game that don't want to be in the game. And they're building. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the quality of everything is getting abused and that sort of thing. But anyway, but he said that, like, dude, it's not just, and he said, he's like, look, dude, I'm just a very small portion. Because I can't remember exactly what he said because he was talking fast and we had shit going on. He's like, but I'm a very small portion of this big, huge, you know, supply demand industry and the ports and the ships and all that. Yeah. He's like, dude, my little thing's a dent in it. He's like, imagine us, and it's everywhere. Like, think about that.
And it's true. Like,
yeah,
the aerial photos, the flybys of the Los Angeles port, some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. Sorry, someone in the chat. I just finished last week's podcast. Who was the soldier that left early?
Oh, the soldier that left early in the
Tesh.
At the bachelor party? Yeah, it was Tesh. Like 5 minutes later, I admitted it was Tesh on accident, subconsciously. So shout out, chat.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I know it's Ev.
What's up, bro? I didn't know it was you.
Congratulations to Ev as well. He got engaged last week.
Yeah, congratulations, bro. That's awesome. And see, rounders out there, you get on the YouTube, you get on Twitch, you can participate, like we said earlier.
Yeah. I didn't know what he was talking about the soldier leaving, but it's all clicking now.
Anyway.
But the ports, dude, it's wild. The flyover of the Los Angeles port, there's just fucking tons of ships, and they're all full. Yeah. And it's like what the, I don't know.
They show one port, they were stacking them things like 3-4 stories high.
Dog, it's insane. They're massive, and these cranes just, yeah. I mean,
And I mean, like, dude, it's even affecting. So my boss got a text from one of his buddies in Colorado. Speaking of Colorado,
yeah,
like one of the schools out there, like public schools, sent out a mass email saying, "Hey, just to let you know, we're not going to have as much food as normal." So, and like certain things, I mean, like that's shit is happening. So I guess what I'm saying is, I mean, don't panic, but like, dude, buy 2 while you can.
Yeah, and here's what I'm saying.
In terms
like,
of paper towels,
if you're worried about like things not like making it into the port, just fucking buy American or local because you don't have to go through a port for that.
Well, I better say or local.
Speaking of American beers, when Taylor was on a couple weeks ago, you guys were talking about this beer that the guy gave you, right? When you were doing work down in Calabash. Yeah,
old Calabash. The Wicked Hazy was the name.
Yeah, and you said, oh, we can't find it here. Sam Adams, you should go ahead and send it down here. And apparently they listened to the pod. Maybe I didn't know if it was here before or not, but I found it today in the Harris Teeter in Mayfair.
Dude, have you ever seen it before, though?
I've never seen it. I've never had it. You said I would love it.
Yeah.
Here's the verdict. You were right.
Thank you.
You were right. This is a delicious beer. It is a 6.8.
Is it really?
It is. Nice design. There's some beer called like the Festival List, and it's an IPA, and I drink it, and it's amazing. It's at 7 Mile. But the can is so sick, and that's like the only reason I drink it. But it is good though.
I would also like to shout out Haley Chewett on Instagram, but it's
Haley Chewett.
Yes, that's what the thing is.
Haley.
Hey Haley, but She immediately, when she was listening to the podcast, she was like, beer Sam Adams Wicked Easy. Used to be Sam 76, and they renamed it. It's year-round here, my favorite. Best for day drinking. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and she said Wicked Easy, which would make sense if you're like, that's Wicked Easy, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
But I autocorrected Wicked Hazy. She probably said Wicked Hazy. And
autocorrect. Dude, autocorrect.
Now looking back at the message, because I saw it, I was like, is this... I was standing in Harris Theater today.
Oh, shit.
Pulled the message up. I was like, had to have been an autocorrect.
And that's why I hate text messaging, bro.
It's unbelievable.
This is... All right, look, everybody makes fun of us out there, but we use this app called Haytel. Like,
it's the best.
We're probably the only ones that fucking use it.
We tried to buy it from the developers.
Yeah, we sent emails, did whatever. But my thing is, and you know what? Maybe we can come back and really... I don't know.
Listen, here's the deal. Had they marketed it towards not texting and driving, because that's literally what it is, you hold a button down like a walkie-talkie and speak, and it delivers that exact voice message. It's fairly simple. But had they just marketed it like, don't text and drive, use Haytel.
Boom.
That's it.
Because Apple or iTunes' version of it sucks.
Apple's version.
Or whatever.
The voice to text.
Yeah.
No.
They have the speaker thing.
They do have the speaker thing.
But you have to press keep. You have to keep that thing in your text. It doesn't automatically keep it. And it's like, whoa, I got to have reference here. Don't make me do 2 steps. Dude, it should just save automatically.
Exactly. And this does, thankfully, for 30 days.
Yeah.
And you can reference. Do you know? I mean, this is how James and I form like the outline on whatever day we record. Hey, think about things. And it's just ideas, quick ideas. Hey, let's talk about this.
Well, look, here's my thing, dude. This is why, and again, just going back to dating apps and all that bullshit, I hate fucking texting.
Right.
Because it's a text, but there's no context. Or it's
you don't
hard
know how it's delivered.
You don't know how it's delivered, and that's what I mean by the context. You don't know that emotion behind those words.
Brother,
and
I can get into this for days.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I want to hear the actual voice of what's going on so I can hear the other part of the communication that's really going on.
Correct.
And then we can sift through it and really figure out what's going down.
Right.
I'm not just talking about women. I'm just talking about anything in general.
But we just talking about women. Well, yeah, but I've told Emily this I don't know how many times. I'm like, yo, you realize if I said this face to face with you, you would completely understand it way differently than you did by reading it via
And I'll
Messenger.
admit it, dude. My brain goes nuts. You send me something, I'm
for
like,
sure.
And I'm like,
how was he saying that?
Or like, how was she saying that? What is she like? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on.
Like you know how I always say hello,
yeah.
Right? In an email to Carrie Setup after hours last night, I said hello like that.
Yeah.
Any update on this? Because no one had addressed it. They probably were like, hello, like, are you doing anything? Where on my end, I didn't. I mean, I could have handled it today. I was just like, hello, what's the deal?
Yeah.
You know? And I actually sent another email. I'm like, that probably sounded bad, but I meant that in like a...
Yeah, and that sucks.
And Connor responded.
Yeah.
He was like, I knew what you meant, dog. I was like, that's my dog.
But dude, like, because you remember before, like, when I first got my cell phone, there wasn't really text. It was just you can call.
No, there was text. You just chose not to use it.
Are you sure?
Yes,
The first phone? I thought it was like,
dog,
you had to pay for that
you
shit.
You had to bop, 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 press each key however many times to get that letter.
What?
You don't remember doing that, do you? You never texted.
Dude, because my first phone, it just said missed call. Didn't even say the number. Like that black Nokia. Do you not remember that shit?
The black Nokia.
Yeah, the first one I got.
Like the one like that we played.
The flip phone.
Oh, no. That was a Motorola StarTech.
That's what it was.
It was a Motorola StarTech.
StarTech. Yeah.
I know exactly which one you were talking about.
Yeah.
There was text on that because I know for a fact because my uncle had that phone too.
Jeez.
Uncle Kevin had that shit. The Motorola StarTech flip phone, yeah.
Well, mine just said missed call.
And then it went into the Motorola V60, which was the first flip phone I had.
Dude, I love flip phones, man.
I can't believe I knew that.
I love slamming that motherfucker shut, like when it's over.
That was the StarTech, right?
Now that you say it, yeah, because I had those two symbols like Star Trek.
Yeah. Dude, slamming a phone shut after a conversation, especially
It's great.
if you're upset, and like you can just get a little flick wrist. So it's like, oh, pow.
Dude, and it took me back to when like I was a little. You remember the cord phones and all that, dude? You answer that thing and you pow, you slam that thing in that plastic, smacking the shit out of it in the ringer.
Then like
because telemarketers would call, you know, and I'd be like, pop, pop, you know.
That was true. That's when like telemarketers actually called during dinner time.
Hell yeah, they did. My dad used to get so pissed. Holy shit.
Dude, the flip phone was the shit, and then you got like Fabulous right on Breathe.
Oh my god.
So I know it's one of them.
Every time I flip the phone, breathe.
That shit was so. I mean, come on.
Shout out to Ross Polston. Knows every single word.
That song came out, and the next day Ross showed up to school rapping it.
For sure.
Classic though. We were in like 9th grade, I think.
Absolute classic.
Absolutely classic. Anyway, supply chain.
Yeah, supply chain. All I gotta say is,
more
dude,
flip phones.
They keep saying, man, if you're trying to like get some legit gifts or whatever, like shop early, go ahead and take care of that. And I believe him, to be real. It's going to be mayhem out there, so.
Shop earlier, shop local. Sam 76, I remember that great beer.
Yeah, so. But regardless.
It was like 10 cents a text. That's what Ev said.
See, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it, dude, because it was charged, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, he said you had to pay for it. He's right. It was like 10 cents a text.
Thank you. Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Tony.
Washington football team investigation. Listen, I'm not going to spend much time on this, but like, if Gruden's head is the only head to roll, that's fucking bullshit.
Entire bullshit. Let's talk about all the domestic violence people that are still playing in the league. Richard Sherman, for instance, like,
who very recently,
yeah, didn't the Bucs just get him though?
Yeah, and then he got hurt last night.
Yeah, well, he fucking deserved it because he actually had domestic violence, right?
Right.
Here's my thing about this whole shit. This is how I feel. If everybody had everything exposed on them, we'd all be fired and canceled.
Correct. And
Not one person, even if you're the wokest fucking bastard, never close your eyes at night, you're going to get canceled for something.
Every single person in this world. And like, that was the thing. Now, there's 650,000 emails, right?
Yeah.
Keyshawn Johnson was bashing him the other day, and he has like 4 run-ins with domestic violence against women. That's entirely correct.
Exactly. Deshaun Watson, whoever, was it Miami's talking about getting him? And he has all these allegations and all that shit about the women.
Yeah, he's got like 14, 15
So
women.
you're telling me you got a guy talking like an asshole in an email is more impactful on people.
Now listen, we're not discrediting what he said. What he said was wrong.
I'm not.
But he's going to lose his job and none of these other people do.
And I think really, because it was called, he called Roger Goodell what he called him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Roger, people got hurt feelings. But what I'm trying to say is they're acting like, when we were growing up, we heard sticks and stones may hurt my bones. You know, words will never hurt. Right? This dude did emails saying this shit.
Yeah.
These other people, like Keyshawn, smacked women, did all this.
Literally physically.
And they get to come back and play.
Richard Sherman, a year ago, the video was released. He was losing his mind at his in-laws' front door.
Yeah, dude, it's just bullshit. Because like, if you literally,
it's because he was trash talking Goodell.
Exactly, dude. It's complete.
And the funny thing about it is that this is a probe into Washington football team.
Yeah.
Now this email stemmed from 2011. Gruden was not employed by the NFL. He was working for ESPN as a Monday Night Football commentator, or whatever.
Dude, there's no consistency.
And like, listen, the owner of the Washington football team, Dan Snyder, is far and wide a million times worse human than John Gruden.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for a fact. The whole reason they're investigating them is because of decades of abuse and harassment culture within the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And the Raiders coach gets fired?
Dude, it's
just crazy. It's wild to me. Like, if he's the only head that rolls, I will be very upset.
And the weekend before, you had what's-his-face from Miami sitting there having some chick grind on him on some pictures.
Oh, no, from Jacksonville, Urban Meyer.
Whatever, yeah.
Has to apologize to his wife and shit. I'm like, dude, it's just like unbelievable.
And dude, I'm sorry, but all you guys that got offended by that dude's emails from 10 years ago, like, dude, you're soft as fuck.
Correct. Again,
you know
what he said was wrong about the Morris Smith. 100%.
I'm not saying that's right.
But at the same time, he can't be the only one that gets reprimanded. In this
and what happens here is like this whole situation has gone too far.
Yeah.
That's what this
is.
We're
in by no way is like defending John Gruden for what he did. We're just saying if he's the only one, that's fucking bullshit.
But and how about some consistency or some levels to this shit?
Yeah.
Again, you actually abusers of women. Yeah. Like assault, brother.
Assault.
Like you shouldn't fucking be out here. You don't deserve to be a professional fucking football player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're gonna release. They're talking about releasing all the emails. I'm like,
yeah. And look, dude, Tirico stood up for Gruden.
Yeah, he said he was disappointed in him, but he worked alongside him for 7 years in the booth and never once.
Tony Dungy stood up for him.
Yeah, they said he made a mistake, and he did. And what he did was wrong. There's no doubt, and he admitted that. But
let's be real though. Again, even those people that stood up for him and everybody who dissed him, you're lying to me to my face if you said you hadn't said something fucked up before.
Yeah.
You're lying straight to my face.
All you people got upset, right? When a lot of people got upset, and I'm not trying to stir the pot or nothing, right? When the term locker room talk was brought up by a certain president a couple years ago, people got upset. I'm here to tell you right now, read them emails. You're going to find out what the fuck locker room talk is.
Yeah.
As a football player, and as I know how that culture works, you're going to be upset. And it comes from every spectrum and color and everything. It is football.
I heard worse
and
shit.
people are going to absolutely hate that. It's almost as bad as the military.
Yeah, dude. And listen, man, you're talking about a sport where your job is to tackle the fuck out of another
Hurt people.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's going to be harsh language.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't think it is, you're delusional.
And if they're not talking shit, you're wrong.
And you know what pisses me off even more? The people who are genuinely upset about what he said, I bet you the majority of them don't even watch fucking football.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably
And
not.
they're just cared about their life. But again, dude, this whole thing's hypocritical, and I think we've gone way too far in this society for crucifying people for shit they said 10 years ago,
Yep.
or even just shit they said. This used to be, hey, it's a free country. Like, I could say what I want. Like, you have the right to be an asshole. You really do.
Yeah.
And they're trying to, this whole thing's upside down, and I think it's a shame for football because the dude's a fucking good for football. He loves football. Like,
Yeah.
how many people did he give the time of day to come on ESPN and he researched people and gave
But,
pointers
help people.
like countless shit. But you know that? All that gets pissed away over one email. And this is, well, not just one, there's multiple, but you get
There's
my point.
multiple emails, but at the end of the day.
But what makes me all right, I'm sorry, but what makes me the most mad is I know there are people that have been on TV right now that have done worse shit than he has, and they're looking at me and the audience with a straight face saying that he's evil. And I'm like, no, bro, you are a lion in sheep's clothing. Like, you are hiding shit, and I know it. You just hadn't got caught.
Yeah.
And it's just bullshit.
Yeah, that's what people on Twitter are saying. Like, how about we release your emails for the last 15
Release
years?
them all, man.
Yeah.
Release everybody's. And guess what? That's what we should do. Let's have a nationwide release. And everybody just put their shit out there. And everybody get mad. And then we'll just go, all right. We're exhausted for being mad. We know what everybody said. Let's carry the fuck on.
Enough's enough.
I'm done, bro. It's not helping anything.
Anyways.
All right, I digress.
That's it of that.
I digress.
Because I can go on for days about that shit.
And we tried to keep it in the box, but I'm sorry. That had to be addressed.
On to what we got coming up. It is Friday night. Tonight is game 1 of the ALCS between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston We Didn't Cheat Astros. Lying ass motherfuckers. In Houston, I would love Boston to win this whole thing because, well, Boston's just like a historic town, but also Houston was caught cheating, so they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
But Houston is favored -140.
Mm-hmm.
Over-under is 8.5 tonight. Chris Sale is on the mound, and I don't know who's. Yeah. Roy's not even going to get into that.
Keep going, though, bro. Let's go.
The Braves. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves.
Shout out to the Braves, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't root for them, well, whatever. But we saw them a couple weeks ago, and they clinched. They're on to the NL Championship Series.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman hit a home run to go ahead 5-4 in the 8th the other night. I hate to tell Taylor immediately. I was like, that Freddie Freeman.
Dude, check this out. So I was down visiting my cousin who's in town, down in CB, and they had a TV there, thank God. So I was watching the game. It was intense, and then we left, and I walked in the door, shut it behind me, and I looked up at the TV, and that pitch came in, and he smacked that thing for that home run.
Shit.
I mean, that timing was incredible.
Wow.
And I won that bet, dude. I took the over and the Braves, over 8, and he sealed it with that home run.
Yeah. But they came back though. I mean, they were down 4-1 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome game.
Awesome game. So game 1 for them is tomorrow night in Atlanta. Yep. They are playing the Giants. The Dodgers, who clinched a 2-1 victory over the Giants last night. That was a good game. I mean, boring game, but if you're a baseball fan, and it was a winner advance game. There, it was 2-2 series.
I smacked that under.
Did you?
Yeah, but I lost the damn Patriots one. I took them -6.5 just to be safe because it was at -7, and you know what happened.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It always is when
carry
you
on,
lose.
carry on.
Speaking of, on to the NFL, last week was rough for you and I. Rough. Kyle texted me on Tuesday. He said, just got done listening to the episode. Jimmy was a little off with his picks.
Yeah.
I said, dude, we both were, to be honest with you, this weekend.
Shit happens, Tank.
It happens.
Even on ESPN, them guys are wrong too.
Yeah. And last night, right? So in the pick 'em, I'm taking Tampa Bay -7. Why is it that my man can cover the first half every fucking game?
Yeah.
But he's like the annoying little brother that always leaves the fucking back door open, right? Like he grew up in a barn. The back door is always open. And what happened last night? The Eagles strolled on through that bitch.
Yep.
Fucking 28-22. I mean, yes, they won, sure.
But but that doesn't help anybody. We're trying to get the damn spread. And that's why I took the half a point, because I figured they got to win by a touchdown. It's like, it's not money.
And they kneeled. I can't tell you how mad Scarecrow was. I seriously can't. They're kneeling? They're kneeling? Like,
oh, shit.
Dude, he was upset. But, like, God damn it, Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I'm going to see him?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're going to see him?
The December 26th game, Panthers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How you going?
Connections.
Don't be a clown. What happened?
Well, I got tickets through work.
There you go. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, got tickets through work.
That is fucking awesome. Good for you.
My client, well, depending on, my client's coming with me. I'll tell you like that. Depending on what happens with his wife. But
cool.
I couldn't care who they were playing. I'm going to get to see the GOAT, which is like pretty cool. As I said, Richard Sherman hurt in that game. Whatever, you old bastard. I didn't think that was a good signing anyways.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Their secondary sucks, and that's.
Hey, why are you gonna get somebody with some legal issues that literally just happened? And
bro, did you not watch any of the Niners tape last year?
Yeah.
My man was burned toast.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
Whatever. This is other big news though. Nick Chubb is out this weekend for the Browns. Luckily, I have Kareem Hunt in my fantasy league. I'm in one fantasy league, and I am absolutely shitting on everybody. I'm in first place, and I have 120 points scored more than the second place guy.
Damn.
That's an entire week.
Well, I will say, like Kareem Hunt's fun to watch.
I got Kareem.
No, I'm just saying, as a player, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, and I seen this TikTok last night of these like 18-year-old fucking douchebags talking about how, follow us if you want your fantasy advice, and they said that he only plays 49% of offensive plays and averages X amount of points and only gets this many carries. Like, trade or drop this player now because his value is going down. I literally saw it last night, and I was like, fuck off. I'm number one. I got Kareem Hunt starting every week. Today, Nick Chubb's out.
Yeah.
So wait,
you go.
were these kids playing people? I don't know.
Shit, possibly so.
The Eagles today traded Zach Ertz to Arizona.
Really?
Really? After he scored a touchdown last night. Right? Yeah.
Dude, I fell asleep by the third quarter because I got back from Virginia and I was out.
Oh yeah. So I'm pretty sure he scored last night. But either way, Zach Ertz is a phenomenal tight end. And it's just
That's a good pickup for them,
dude. Another weapon for Kyler. Like,
yeah.
Are you serious? If Arizona can get it like consistent, they could be a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get on to this weekend's slate.
All right, Tank. I'm gonna try to do better this week, brother.
I don't even know what my picks are.
Tank, wait, Zach. Why do I keep saying Tank?
It is Tank.
It's Tank and Zach.
Tanky.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is hosting yet another game.
Okay.
So starting off Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m., we have the Dolphins at the Jaguars. Jaguars are +3. Obviously, this doesn't matter, home field advantage, whatever. The rumor is Tua will be starting again for Miami, pending there's no setbacks.
All right. Well, I mean, Jaguars' defense isn't that great, so.
And Miami's offense isn't that great either. I think this is the game.
I picked up Gaskins this week just to have him.
I think this is the week the Jaguars figure it out.
Okay. All right.
+3. They're playing the fucking Dolphins.
I mean, I get it, bro, but I'm just saying, in the Dolphins' mind, they're playing the fucking Jaguars, so, like.
Damn. That's a good point.
I'm taking Miami, bro.
All right, fine. Fuck you. I'm taking Jacksonville. All right, 1 p.m. We have the Bengals at the Lions. Lions are +3.5.
Quick, you don't have the under on that game, over-under, right?
Over-under? No, I do. It is 47. The under is favored, -115.
Huh. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Green Bay Packers -6 at Chicago. So, like, the Packers-Bears is, I think, probably, like, top 2 or 3 rivalries in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because of, like, their situation. But, like, as far as, like, actual, like, rivalry, it's not much of a rivalry. It's more of a ass-kicking the last however many years. But it's like Virginia Tech and UVA.
Yeah.
They call it a rivalry, but we just beat the shit out of y'all 15 out of 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Packers are -6. They're in Chicago, dude. And to be honest with you, Chicago's almost like, have they figured it out?
That's what I'm saying. They're not bad.
Hold on 1
They're
second.
getting there.
Hey, brother, can I call you in about 20 minutes? Yeah. All right, bye.
That was a quick...
Shout out to Arvin. He's a listener.
Oh, yeah, the Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh, Arvin, what's up, brother?
Yeah. I should have told him he was live on the pod.
Damn, he would have talked for a minute for sure.
That's all right. So, yes, okay, Packers, Bears. I don't know. I think Chicago might figure it out.
Personally, I would stay away from this game in terms of my money.
Yeah, and you never know how the weather's going to be up there.
You never know.
Be a good one.
I would say I would. Okay, fuck that. I'd put like $10 on the Chicago to cover or something. Hell, you know what? Fuck that. I'd put 10 on them straight up. Just because, dude.
Plus 205.
Yeah.
Are we going to take Chicago money line tonight?
Should we?
This week?
Yeah.
Just like ruin Rodgers' thing, right? Justin Fields, like at home, like.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, every Chicago fan doesn't give a fuck what happens all season as long as they beat the Packers.
Yeah.
Is this it? Do we do it?
Dude, and Rodgers can get...
He can get in his head. He can get in his own head.
Yeah, he gets a little fucking attitude.
He's a dramatic bitch, to be honest.
Let's roll Bears.
Fuck it.
Let's
Plus
go.
205. We're going Bears.
Fuck yeah, we are.
The Bears. All right. Houston Texans. They're plus 10 in Indianapolis. I don't even want to fucking talk about this game.
Taking Indy.
Whatever. Chiefs minus 7 in Washington, which is like, I thought Washington's defense, everyone's like, oh, their defense could be like number 1 preseason ball. Fucking bullshit.
They
What the
have
fuck is it at?
completely shit.
Listen, the Chiefs, if the Chiefs don't cover minus 7, and they're even money, dude, the plus 7 is
because the Bills went up there and wrecked shop. But
because of the fucking Bills.
Well, bounce back game for the Chiefs because they are embarrassed. Like, they want to be better than this.
And they did get embarrassed by the Bills.
They fucking got embarrassed.
We called that.
And so I'm taking the Chiefs, whatever that spread is, all day.
Minus 7.
There you go. Taking it. Smash
Chargers, plus 2.5 in Baltimore. This is going to be the 1 o'clock game to watch.
I'm taking the Chargers, man.
I love Justin Herbert.
Like,
but listen, I have to say, real quick, what Lamar Jackson did in that second half, especially the fourth quarter the other night, is without a doubt some of the most impressive shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Dude, he helped me cover team total points. It was awesome.
Dog, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding
I had
at all.
Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews on my fantasy team.
Really?
I mean, dude, I had if Lamar Jackson would have ran that touchdown in, the one where he fumbled on the fucking like 3-inch yard line.
Yes.
It would have been very good for me. But from a fantasy standpoint, the dude I was playing had Lamar, and I had Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews. So I was like, keep throwing it, bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Because every time his points went up, so did mine. So, like, I put up 251 points in fantasy.
Damn.
I shit on these.
Damn, so you should have put that lineup in the DFS.
I would have won a god amount of money had I done that. And it probably would have worked, too, because I was going to have. That's the game to watch. I'm going, the over-under is 51.5. I'm hammering the over. I don't want to take sides because I hope that it's a shootout.
Yeah.
Okay. Rams minus 9.5 in New York.
I'm taking a side there. I'm taking Chargers.
Okay. Rams minus 9.5 in New York against the Giants. Matt Stafford, I think. The Giants don't have.
I'm taking that.
They don't
spread.
have Daniel Jones. They won't.
Dude, Danny Dimes got knocked the fuck out. Dude.
And shout out to a homeboy on the Cowboys, Jalen Curse, I believe his name is. When he got hit, he got up. Daniel Dimes did, and he was like, he started stumbling. And Jalen Curse ran up to him.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
and kind of. So shout out
dude,
to him.
He was punch drunk, bro. I've been there. Like you get up and you're just like, you don't know which way.
Hangovers take 2 days. That's gonna take 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, he's throwing up after that one.
No doubt. No doubt. No Saquon either. So good luck. Vikings minus 2.5 in Carolina. Carolina plus 2.5. I'm gonna take Carolina here.
Taking Carolina all day.
Yeah.
Oh, is McCaffrey coming back this week?
I believe he is.
Yeah, chat. If you know any info on that, let us know.
Ev.
But if he is,
Ev's Thurs, baby. That's what he said. Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's. I think the Packers D eats the Bears. The Packers defense is not very good, dude. They're Swiss cheese.
Yeah, they're really not.
Wait, McCaffrey is not back. Captain DW with
Okay.
Ooh.
Don't care though, because Hubert.
He's out.
Hey, listen, I don't care. Hubert has stepped it up. He's proven himself. or whatever, Hubber, whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm talking about? Hubber.
Yeah.
All right, next game.
That does it for the 1 o'clock. On to 4, we have the Cardinals, who we just said Nick Chubb is out, plus 3.5 in Cleveland, which is the Cleveland Browns game. So, yeah, Nick Chubb is out.
I'm taking Cardinals there.
Hostile environment.
That's gonna be tough, bro.
This is one of those games where it's sunny the first half.
What's the spread again?
3.5.
Oh, who
Cardinals plus 3.5 minus 115. And then minus 3.5 is 105.
I'm taking Cardinals plus 3.5.
The under is favored here, 49.
I mean, I think that's reasonable for sure, but I'm still gonna go to the Cardinals just because I think. I mean, they're more consistent. I don't know. I just got that gut feeling, so that's what I'm going with.
They use Kareem Hunt. I mean, yes, Nick Chubb is a huge part of their offense.
Dude, my Ken the barber, bro. He was talking about some other guy they got that's real shifty.
Yeah,
he's a young cat. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, so I think they can fill the void, but like, you can't. Like Kyler Murray has just been. I mean, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Like, this is a tough one here. It's a tough one. You're riding Cardinals.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Browns just for the sake of a little entertainment.
Go ahead.
I couldn't tell you who's gonna win that.
Go ahead.
Cowboys minus 3.5 in New England.
Obviously, I'm gonna smash the Cowboys.
Cowboys are on fire, dude.
Dude, they're on fire, dude. Pollard and Zeke. And dude, I picked up the tight end Schultz or whatever.
That motherfucker! I wish he would have scored last game, man. God, I wanted him. I had him to score,
shit.
man.
But I picked him up in my regular fantasy though for sure because he's fucking doing.
They just like don't stop. They have so many weapons, man. It's
they
like,
do. CD Lamb.
Do
dude.
you think Tony Pollard is better than Zeke?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yes. He's more explosive, man. He's more dynamic. Like Zeke's useful, but dude, Tony Pollard is like he complements that shit so well.
I love Zeke if you're first and goal.
Yeah. That kind of stuff, that's great.
But Tony Pollard is, dude, because he can like shift and then go.
Yeah, he's explosive, dude. I mean,
Zeke's too slow. He's just a downhill guy. He doesn't have the shit.
Yeah.
But you need that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's a great
dude.
1-2 punch.
And dude, I'm telling you, Dallas is going to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Wow. Not saying they're going to win it, but they're going.
Shout out Tesh. Wow.
Wow. Tesh is in Vegas for a week. I hope he's alive.
What the fuck? He's in Vegas?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah, company trip. They got all kinds of networking meetings, all kinds of shit. But anyway, Tesh, shout out to you, brother. If you're going to listen to us on the plane on the way home, I hope you don't throw up on the plane.
Some slots or something.
Oh, I gave him a whole list of things to do. A whole list. Go ahead.
I wish we could. He's probably in meetings right now because they're 3 hours behind us.
That's a fact.
Let's FaceTime his ass. Okay. Raiders +4 in Denver.
I'm going with Denver. Raiders all that shit. I'm going with Denver, man.
You have to. You have to go with Denver here because,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just in total disarray. I mean, he even had players standing up for him. Like
it's either that or the Raiders are going to come out and absolutely shit on them.
Nah.
This is like a slight chance. I'm picking Denver here, but there's a slight chance they come out and do work, but I don't know. They haven't done that yet this year, so. The Sunday night game, pretty good game. Russell Wilson is not playing. He's out 46. He's probably out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks in Pittsburgh. Seahawks are +5. Pittsburgh's favored here. The Geno Smith is starting. Now, look. Geno wasn't that bad.
I'm taking Seattle. I've already thought about this one just because. For real.
I also already took Seattle. Plus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
Because him and Metcalf, because Russell couldn't. They were shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is going on here? Russell gets taken out and Geno Smith comes in. Every ball was on the money. And like DK Metcalf all of a sudden became the Superman we know he is.
Yep.
And I was like, wait a minute. So I'm thinking in my head, they got beef with Russell.
Yeah.
Because the fucking commentator even said it. He's like, well, it seems like since Geno got in, the whole team started playing harder and better.
Maybe that's true, man. I mean, I don't know.
You know, that was his first time playing since like 2017.
I believe because I hadn't heard that name in a while.
Crazy.
But I have that feeling, so I'm going for them.
Another first. overall pick by the Jets.
Oh, my God, dude.
No, but good for him. I'm glad he's playing.
Yeah, good for him.
Raiders are down bad. No doubt. And, of course, just like last week, which I thought was the game of the week, the Buffalo Bills are a part of the game of the week again, Monday night. They are -6 in Nashville against the Tennessee Titans. I'm on the Bills train, baby. I'm Bills Mafia.
What's the over-under on that? Do you happen to have that?
I do. It is 53.5.
Oh, I'll take the over.
The over?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
I would say I would parlay this Bills to win in the over.
Now, look, is this the Tennessee team we see that played against whoever it was when we were in Atlanta that weekend? I forget who they played. Or was it the Tennessee team we saw who played last week?
They played Jags last week.
Who they played 2 weeks ago? I forget who.
I don't remember.
The Jets.
But my thing is, look, dude, they know who the Bills are like. They have a chance to go in the Super Bowl too. They know it's a big game and they want to show out. It's at home. They're going to play hard. Their defense and I'm saying their offense is going to play hard.
It's in Tennessee.
That's what you just. I know. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the Tennessee, they're going to show out. I'm saying I don't believe in their defense or whatever because the Bills are just the Bills. That's why I'm saying the over, and then the Bills to win. But I mean, you never know. It's gambling.
It is gambling. I might buy max points to get like Bills -4.5.
Shout out to Captain DW in the chat. Yeah, over is all I know. But I did win money on the under last night in the baseball game.
Yeah.
So
what do you think your lock of the week is? Besides, we're all riding Chicago Bears money line.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, though.
Like, I hope everyone does it with us.
Yeah.
And if we all lose together. But if we win, we celebrate.
The lock of the week, man. What was the Cardinals? Where were they at again?
Yeah, you do like that Cardinals bet. Cardinals +3.5 in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's yours, huh?
Yeah, man. 'Cause Cleveland's like just real good for just blowing it.
Mine's going to be Dallas Cowboys -3.5.
Yeah.
In New England. He said 1 out of 473. Damn. He just destroyed you.
What do you... Okay.
He's hit more than that, didn't he?
For real, man. You can keep those numbers. Whatever.
Come on. Anyway, that'll be it. We'll post our parlays on the Instagram this week. You can check them out.
Yep.
That's going to do it for episode 47. We hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy a coldie. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Wilmington.
Hell yeah. And we're about to go watch that sunset with a beer.
You already know. We'll catch y'all next week.
Peace.
Later.